Welcome back to another Longshot StarCraft 2 broadcast. I am your host, Longshot. You're going to be casting this 1v1 with the one, the only, Badmofo, spawning as the Red Terran at the south position. And his opponent is going to be the one, the only, Pugsly, the creepy crawly lover from the Addams family. That's right, folks. So, yep, the creepy crawly Pugsly is going to be the Zerg player. And we are going to be on the map Shattered Temple, which, honestly, this is a pretty good 2v2 map. I mean, sorry, 1v1 map. But, they definitely have its advantages, you know. I mean, for a Zerg player, I mean, he does get the early scout off, but Mo is very smart in a sense of scouting, so he knows that Pugsly is going to be spawning close air position, and knowing the timing of that is definitely crucial. Now he can go off and see what is in his base, verify if there's any type of different types of shenanigans that's going to be going on here, because we do not want Pugsly going to be making some six pull. We'd like a good, long, and strong game here, folks, because I know, you know, try to bring in good and entertaining games, and you know what, the best type of games are always given to the people that, you know, the people that know me the best. And if you have a replay, you know, definitely send it to longshotstarcraft@gmail.com. So, but we do see KS Badmofo gonna be dropping an engineering bay. Oh, dude, this has got to be the worst nightmare for a Zerg player. I mean, now he can just pretty much just get out of there all as quickly as he can. Don't lose an SCV, and look at the mining time lost on this. Oh my gosh, the income is just dropping. I mean, he does have like a large, like, I guess, you know, one more harvester, but look, it's just dropping because they're not mining anything, while Mo is getting at least, you know, 50 to 400, I'm sorry, it was like 50 to 100 more minerals than Pugsly. I mean, this mining time is huge for him, and, you know, doing this little, this is kind of unbearable. I'm just gonna, you know, let's see here, bring you to see how pitiful this looks. I mean, Pugsly, let it go. Finally got some Zerglings out, gonna be helping out with that. But you know, the damage has been done. I mean, you know, it gave him the opportunity. Cancels, you know, only so much he can do to delay this as much as he can, which he did. I mean, look how far behind he is. You know, I mean, he's 3 drones behind. He does have his queen finally. Mo is getting his gas up as quickly as possible. And not only that, he is going to be making his expansion as well. So, you know, he definitely put the harass on, but we do see that, whoa, Zergling's coming in. Luckily, he got that one Marine back into play. And this is the only defensive unit he's got. He's got one Marine. Oh, he just gained a friend. He just gained a friend against the Addams family, because, you know, Pugsly, he's got like, I don't know, Uncle Fester, Thing, our cousin Man, he's got a whole slew of family. They multiply like crazy. Anyways, we do see that he is going to getting his Zergling speed, and this will definitely come into play later on. I'm curious to find out what Pugsly is going to be going. I mean, because of the fact that this expansion was delayed heavily on his part. But I guess keeping these Zerglings in play and keeping Mo away from his expansion, you know, I guess the timings of both of these expansions going live pretty quickly, it's not too bad. I mean, you know, it's not nothing too crazy, but we do see the Marines going to be popping off shots and killing these 3 Zerglings. They do go down. And finally going to be moving. Come on, he's going to be moving it. There we go. He's going to be moving this expansion over down to his natural. And is he going to be able to snipe off this one Overlord? He might be able to. No. Oh, so close yet so far. And the issue with that is because look how high it is. I mean, poor guy. I mean, he's got to shoot all the way across that chasm. I don't think so, man. That's got to be rough. for a Marine. I mean, maybe a ghost. Call in a ghost and start sniping that stuff out of the air, but look at the saturation. I mean, he's got a good starting saturation going on. Pugsley's got a couple queens out. I mean, the creep spread is gorgeous. I mean, he is starting to get it going, you know, and I like this. I like this play a lot because, you know, then he's going to be able to move around a lot of Zerglings. These Zerglings are just going to be going around the map. I have a feeling they are, I guess, going to be attacking these rocks here. These rocks, I guess, are going to be going down. I think he wants to do a quick flank over here. He wants to just come around this side, but that during that time, that's going to be a long time for him to push. I mean, that is kind of sneaky and everything, and try to do a run by, but I mean, Mo will notice that the rocks are been taken out, or losing life. So I don't know, but finally, we do see Pugsly going to be getting his layer tech. This will give him the ability to do many different types of tech paths, and with that being in mind, he is getting his evolutionary chamber. I like the play on this. He is using it as a wall type while getting a couple of spine crawlers up, and you know, in my opinion, I feel, ooh, is he going to be losing this Overlord? Ooh, he does lose the Overlord. That's 100 minerals lost. Ouch. But that's kind of odd that he's only lost 1 unit, but yet 81 minerals have been lost. Oh, that's because of the engineering bay. That is correct. Thank you for correcting myself. Alright, but we do see a lot. Wow, that's, I guess his fear of Mutalisk has overtaken him. Wow. You know, the fact that he doesn't even have the missile turns on the edge of the base, it shows that he really wants to keep it close, keep it tight, you know, making sure that he has the ability to, you know, bring in reinforcements as quickly as possible. But I think Mo finally hears some clicking. Does he hear any clicking? No, he doesn't see it just yet. So, oh, he does see it now. There he goes. So, here's a curiosity. I'm just curious to see how does he scan? He's got to scan to get those rocks. Oh, he found. Oh, he shoot. He shoots at the rocks, and the Zerglings run. He's like, oh, plan thwarted. A couple of Marines wanted to taking out the center of the map, but they finally see all of this creep. They're like, oh my gosh. Finally gains vision, sees how many Zerglings are on the field. That gives him an indication that one of two things. Either A, he's going to be going Ling Muta, which I don't think he is, because as we can see here, he does have his infestation pit, and that infestation pit is going to give him a lot of infestors, and especially he's going to be getting his he's working on these rocks to get his third. And once he's finally got that up, I believe he's going to be also going for the gold. So once Pugsly gets maybe his 4th base up, I mean, he's going to be doing one big push. I mean, he's not going to be doing any of this cutesy stuff with, you know, flanking around, even though it was a good tactic. I mean, it was a good try, but, I mean, it just took too long to break through those rocks, and then having to break through another set of rocks is just going to give the ability back to Mo to just build up a large army and defeat whatever army is coming that way. So I think Pugsly is taking the right initiative in deciding to macro up. But wow, look at this. We have a, I guess you could say a conga line of infestors. That's right, folks. So these conga line of infestors are just going to be coming out to the center of the map. It's just going to be gathering up some energy, and just look how many Zerglings there are. That's just not even a flock. It's like a horde of Zerglings. It's just amazing. And finally, what are they gonna do when they come across this? What are they gonna? Yeah. Oh, great! We got another wall to take out. But you know what? They're not gonna do that much damage. I mean, they only have +1 armor, so they're mainly based on like tankiness right now. Oh, but the infestors are gonna be coming in, and look at that! All of the infested Terrans gonna be dropping in. But look how many, they don't, do they even do any damage? They did take 1, wow, a lot of energy lost, and only 1, I believe it was only 1 Marauder lost. Yeah, look at that. That is it, only, sheesh. Not much that infestors can do. I mean, I would have suggested to do a. Well, yeah, but he could have. No, he could have, but I don't think it would have done anything. And what I'm trying to say is he could have done a fungal growth, but unfortunately, the fact that even if he did, Mo already had Medivacs. I mean, I'm kind of curious what he has in store, because right now he knows that Mo is going pretty much 2-base right now, and he's got the entire map to himself. He should be saturating. I'm surprised I'm not seeing any more drones being created right now. I do see the inject larva and stuff like that, but it just seems to be the reason probably was he was maybe supply blocked. Don't know about that, but folks, I think finally the drone count is going to be starting to creep back up. Mo is a little bit in the lead with stuff, but we do see a drop, and he's going to be pushing into the mineral line. Oh my gosh, how many... Oh my gosh, so many drones being taken out. He's finally taking the queen out. Is he going to be able to get all of these marines out of here in time? Oh my gosh, he's got to watch out for those infestors. The infestors, oh, get a good fungal growth off one of those medevacs, but the medevac needs to get out. Oh, but he gets another fungal growth off. But wait a second, this one medevac is going to be dropping in more and more marines. The marines need to be focus firing on the queen. They stim, they take out the queen, and they start taking out all of these drones. Look how many drones just keep on going down. Oh my gosh, there's no reinforcements. He's finally bringing in the reinforcements of those Zerglings, and I think he's just going to let it go. I mean, he's done so much damage. I mean, let's take a look at the units lost on that. 32 drones taken out from both bases. Oh my gosh. I like to see the unit count on that. Oh my gosh, that is insane. He only has 46. Ow, geez. And it was like not even a dent. I mean, he took 36 out, but look at that. I mean, he's not that far away, like distance-wise, from the SCV count. So I'm impressed. I mean, he did take a lot out, but it wasn't that much of a dent. I mean, we could tell that Pugsly's army is mainly consistent, or at least the food value of his army is consisted of drones. And now, if we take a look, we do see him. He's getting the adrenal glands. This is going to be a great factor in letting him win this game. But right now, we do see him surrounding this planetary fortress. But look at this. He hasn't even attacked any of the mules. The mules are still mining. Oh my gosh! Nothing is being attacked right now other than the planetary fortress. And unfortunately, nothing was lost. Look at that. Nothing. Like, barely anything. He could have been taking out so many SCVs. He could have taken out the mules. But the mules were unscathed. They were just kept on mining like they normally do. Wow. Like, Pugsly needs to do some damage here. I mean, he's got a lot of money. I mean, he's got 4 base. He's got some good saturation. Not a lot on gas. I mean, he has got a lot of gas, but he's not utilizing it the way he probably should be. His drone count is a little bit low, in my opinion, for a Zerg player. He should be at least max right about now. He is only a couple of drones ahead, in my opinion, for a Zerg player, at least at the 18-minute mark. I mean, he could be utilizing a lot of this. Ooh, what did he just make? Oh, he's going for Corruptors. So he may be going for more of a Broodlord tactic, where pretty much he just has Ling, Infestor, and I'm sorry, Broodlord. Yeah, that's right. So I mean, we see a lot of Corruptors on the field, and I'm sure that like once he's got, look at that, there he goes. All of that money was spent on seven Broodlords, but Mo is feeling confident that he needs to start creep sweeping here. He sees that there's a ton of creep all over the place, and I would suggest to get the creep out of there. At least scan or do something, because I mean, he knows you're right in the middle of the map, and this is kind of a vulnerability for a Terran player, especially if he decides to, you know, do some sort of crazy shenanigans. The biggest fear, at least at my point as a Terran player in this game, would be an Infestor or a Corrupt or something, or Nidus Worm. Look at, like, what if a Nidus Worm just propped right here? Oh, that would have been the bane of his existence. I mean, that would have really put him on edge. But, you know, since Mo... See, this would be my indication. Once Badmofo has taken out his entire army in the middle, plop, and, you know, Nidus Canal, all my units go in, demolish everything. But, you know, unfortunately, Pugsly wasn't thinking. You know, he wanted to make sure that Zerg is going to be the power of this game. The dominating power. I mean, we see a lot of Broodlords on the field. There's about 10 Broodlords. Oh my gosh! They may be out of position, but they are at a good choke point. Unfortunately, we have the Infestors going to be dropping down some Fungal Growths. The Zerglings are not going to be a good surround off, but the Fungal Growths are doing so much damage to the Marines. The Marines are going to be taking out, while all of the Broodlords are just going to be popping up shots and like, oh, Badmofo throws Infestors down. And yeah, look at that, man. Wow, that huge army that Mo had in the center has been dwindled down to nothing. He is like bringing back the 3 medevacs and that 1 Marauder that was like, dude, I killed this 1 guy and that's all that I'm doing, man. You know, you guys in the bunkers, man, you had it easy. Like, man, I lost all my friends in the war, but. And this is where Pugsly is feeling very confident right now. I mean, he has the ability to push in a little bit, you know, and even do a little bit of damage up top. I mean, I'm surprised that he's not utilizing his Broodlords a little bit better. Oh my gosh, with the Fungal Growths once again back on top of that force, and he's just going to be losing all of those, and the Broodlord's just going to be pummeling down on this small little force. I mean, all that Mo has is this defense right here that's just going to keep him in the game. Unfortunately, you know, he has nothing to shoot up with unless it's just going to be Infested Terrans, so he's going to Fungal Growth, throw some Infested Terrans down on the ground, and pretty much he's going to be trying to snipe out all of these Broodlords. He finally gets a couple Broodlords out. Oh my gosh, more Fungal Growth being put down on these guys, but they're just trying to be healed and repaired as much as they can, holding off as much as he can, and look at that. I mean, he is just trying to get as many Marines out as quickly as possible, but man, these Broodlords are just really doing a lot of damage. I mean, I'm just surprised that these bunkers are holding with the amount of SCVs are at the front. Oh my gosh, and like finally, I think they made a hole, but it mainly was just to the top ground. But, I mean, he is not going to be able to do much with this. I mean, the Infestors are just going to be gaining energy more and more. Unfortunately, he has nothing to shoot up with. I feel like he should be popping down some Infested Terran to take out these Vikings, but they don't seem to be doing that just yet. I think they're just going to be wasting it on Fungal Growths. There he goes. He throws some Infested Terrans. I don't understand why he's throwing the Infested Terrans in there. He's just going to be wasting them. The Marines are going to be pummeling them down. All of them go down. I mean, he finally pulls them back. I would have suggested taking these Infestors, putting him right here and helping out with the Viking count. I mean, the Vikings were doing so much damage to these Broodlords. Like, how many Broodlords are left? Just 1? Goodness, like, out of those 10 Broodlords, all you see is 1 left going. Man, I guess that he knows how that Marauder felt when he was going back. But Mo, the macro player of the century, he is going to be putting down 2 more expansions. And right now, we do see Mo going to be making a ton of Marines and a few Marauders. And those Hero Vikings. I want to know how many kills these Vikings have. 1. Come on, where's the other ones? It can't be just 4. Come on. Unless I guess the most of but those are 4 Broodlords. That's no joke. Oh my gosh, a lot of Zerglings and Banelings going to be coming in, and all of the Marines are going to be baiting out, and losing a lot of Banelings, but oh my gosh, the Banelings are going to be going in, and again, it's like just wrecking that force. Oh my gosh, the trade-off on that was crazy. Oh, but he does have a few Corruptors. Does he have enough Corruptors to take out 5? Yes, he does not. Unfortunately, the Vikings are going to be taking out the Corruptors, but he's feeling confident. He's going to be doing a little bit of a Baneling bust here. And here he comes. He's going to be coming down with those Banelings. Oh, I guess he doesn't need to do a Baneling bust. The wall has been broken, but wow, look how fast all of those Marines go. Look at that. What a boss. Taking the last 2 Marauders and putting them in the bunker. I mean, unfortunately, the bunker is not going to survive, but, I mean, he did delay all of those Zerglings from doing any other type of damage. But, I mean, right now, I mean, all the Zerglings are going to be just doing as much damage as they possibly can. But, unfortunately, I just don't see him coming out of this for a win. I mean, he does defend it. The Vikings are going after the Overlords. The Overlords are just scared now, but the Vikings are going to be whittled down with the Queen being as defense. This is keeping Mo in the game. Honestly, oh, Pugsly. He wants him to leave the game, but Pugsly, don't you understand? I mean, even though Mo is still up against the ropes, he still has just enough to keep on macroing and still getting things together. I mean, unfortunately, he is going to be losing a lot of SCVs here. Having lost all of these SCVs and mules, his food count is going to be going down, but he's going to have to face this planetary fortress, which I do not suggest. Even if he decides to go up against that, he does not have the upgrades. Oh, man. Only 2-1 upgrades. It's 28 minutes into the game. Mo, on the other hand, has 3-3 upgrades. This is the game winner right here. This is what is changing the tide of this battle, is the upgrades. Even though that Pugsly is playing this very well and making sure that he has the proper units to counter Mo's huge Marine force with a couple Marauders in the mix, but he, Thor is here. He's going to come and help support this huge, well, I guess you'd say kind of huge now, Marine army with medevacs overhead. Oh, but a great fungal growth, but with these medevacs overhead, not going to be able to, oh my gosh, all of those Bailings are going to be taking out that, oh man, look at that. All of those Bailings just for that one Thor. Wow. Man. As you can see, Mo is going to be pushing in. I guess Pugsly just lost his edge. I mean, he wasn't able to macro as much as he could. I mean, he is making 40 more Zerglings. I think he needed to detect his roaches to really put the nail in the coffin against Mo. Unfortunately, right now, he just had too much. All of those Banelings and, Zerglings could have been used to make roaches, and honestly he could have just gone in and done enough damage with those roaches, but since Mo he's keeping his bases together, not a lot there, but finally bringing in some Marauders. There you go, the heavy duty infantry unit. So look at this, he does have medevacs overhead. Man, Pugsly is up against the ropes. We can see that Mo has definitely taken the food lead. He is just going to be going in and wrecking face. He's going to be taking this family out to dinner. That's right. Oh, Pugsly, he is not happy with this. He says this is proof. Wait, let me not prof, but proof. Let me correct myself because I'm going to be aggro. The Terran takes no skill. And unfortunately, I believe that there's a lot of mistakes done by Pugsly. And Pugsly leaves the game without a GG. How dare he leave? And let me give a quick little analysis here about this game. Mo defended a lot. He did a lot to defend. But unfortunately, Pugsly wasn't smart in how he was engaging. Now let's take a okay, so he had Broodlords here, right? And he was attacking right here, which is good. I mean, he did break that open. This wall here was delaying it. He had infested Terran here, or I'm sorry, he had infestors here, and the Vikings were taking them out. And he was also taking his Zerglings and taking the rocks out here, a really early game, and taking out here, which just didn't do anything. Honestly, like, he didn't lose anything, but unfortunately, Mo with his incredible macro was able to just pretty much Marine Marauder raffle stomp Pugsly in this game, and that's one of the things that you must be wary of, especially a Terran player. You cannot let them macro. You gotta get them at the throat, which is pretty much their production facilities. Even if you're attacking the front, that's great and all, but you have to do something. I mean, that's why I suggested putting this Nidus Canal right here and just walking in straight into his base, take out the production facilities of his base, and definitely he would have been completely hindered. I mean, yeah, he had a couple of racks here, but I mean, look at this base. I mean, he's got a hive here, a hatchery here, a hatchery here, a hatchery here, and a hatchery here. And honestly, I feel that even if, I felt like, Pugsly did have the edge. I honestly believe, though, he relied too heavily on mass units instead of making them more making them have a survivability of, you know, good upgrades and stuff like that. Mo had 3-3, while we did see that Pugsley had only 2. Where's a unit? Oh gosh, I think all the units are dead. Ooh, which is kind of sad. Look, no upgrades on his you know, Spire at all. I mean, I think he was just relying on all those Zerglings to do his dirty work. Unfortunately, in a Terran versus Zerg, it's not going to be the winning blow. So, anyways, big ups to Mofo for winning this matchup, and thank you again for sending this replay to me at longshotstarcraft@gmail.com. If you guys have any replays that you want me to cast, definitely send them in. And you know, hey, I don't care if you guys are bronze, silver, gold. Shoot, you can be in Sandwich and Ruby League. I don't care. Definitely send them out to longshotstarcraft@gmail.com. Also, you can check me on my YouTube channel, which is right here. So definitely, you know, comment on this video and let me know what you guys think. And on, you know, if you guys have any replays, hit me up. So yeah, definitely check you next time. Peace.